Okay. We are live. Dum ba dum bum 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 bum. We are live. We are live. Come on in. Okay. Just sharing this on the story. Great. Great. Hey everybody. I'm just gonna put this on because it is freezing. Hello. Great. You have this top? Spring will come again. Yay. Yes, sorry, I'm literally a minute or two late. I apologize for that. I've been eating so healthily because I have this job I'm doing coming up soon. And Reeve bought me this beautiful, from my favorite bakery in town, pistachio croissant. So it's in my stomach, and I feel wonderful. Also, I highly recommend after this that everybody go watch. I mean, you don't have to. I was just saying it's very funny. I put up a new video on my Miss Mirage poll page, and it's hilarious. What do you mean? We have 2 of each color in this hat because we love it. Welcome, everybody. How's everyone doing? Beautiful. Thank you. Do you guys celebrate birthday weeks? I don't. Sometimes I feel scared to ask for things, even just like, I don't know. But I figure this is a better spot than the place I normally am to do meditations because it's just also, look how big Jefferson is. Like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Okay. It is so cold. Doing anything special for my birthday? We are gonna be not in New York because I have a job and Reed's gonna come with me, so it's gonna be really fun. Gonna be in my home state for my birthday, y'all. Very excited. Birthday twins! That's exciting. How is everyone doing? I know I can't hear your responses, but I can read them. Audrey too. Jefferson. He's so big. Yeah, this is a great vibe. And this couch too is red. I don't know if you can see it. These are my pillows though. Girl, this soft decor. Talk about how much you wanted to hop on stage. I was literally on the couch and I was like, I was dying. Favorite color? All of them. But great. So, tips for getting through a breakup. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm glad you're here because we're doing we're going to be doing just a little meditation today. Hopefully you'll feel a little bit at peace. I'm so sorry you're going through that. What did I eat today? Very good question. I made, Reeve and I, these, bless you! These vitamin C booster smoothies. Very good. I had eggs, kale, spinach, and avocado. I just had that beautiful pistachio croissant. And I think for dinner, I'm gonna have leftover vegan curry because that's what you do. Music keeps you going. Gotta love that. Yep, absolutely. I'm with you there. Let me just take out. Gaining motivation. Surround yourself with things that make you happy. We can't motivate ourselves when we have tunnel vision when it comes to stress and depression. It's hard sometimes, but the more we can, surround ourselves with things and people and items that make us happy, make us feel good. Croissant. I can't say croissant. I have to always say it like that. Thank you everyone for joining. We're gonna start this meditation in a few seconds. So go ahead and get into a comfortable position. Show us a new haircut. It's not a haircut, it's a color. I went back to my chocolate brown. But you know when you get back from the salon and it's like, it's too puffy? Honestly, oh my God, mine is just like, I'm just trying to have it sit. You know, it's still like big. I just want it to sit down. So I'm just gonna put this back on my head. The COVID vaccine, wow, that's great. We are not going to talk about COVID today because she's a bitch. Okay, so everybody get into your comfortable positions. This one won't be that long. I just want it to be a quick, nice, full of light, full of lovely things. We're gonna go through some imagery. We're gonna go through some taking into account what our body feels like. Actually, I'm just gonna unbutton this. Oh my God, yeah, that's great. That pistachio croissant was great. First piece of bread I had. I just don't like bread anymore. Weird. That'll change. I like pasta though. Anyway, I'm in a very just like mood right now, so I apologize for that. So, everybody, close your eyes. We're just gonna kind of force this chilling mood. Wow, my neck. You hear that? Am I okay? I think I'm fine. All right, if you're sitting crisscross applesauce, try to find that nice straight alignment in your spine so that from your hip bones, your sits bones, all the way up your spine, your vertebrae, up your neck, up to the top of where your crown chakra is sitting, so that the crown just sits nice and delicately on a very straight spine. If you're lying down, that's even more lovely. Just you can place your hands out gently and making sure that regardless of what meditative position we're in tonight, our palms are facing up to receive whatever blessing and feelings and emotions we can let go or receive in this moment. Relaxing your eyelids, relaxing your eyelashes, relaxing your eyeballs, relaxing the skin folds in between your eyebrows so that stressed demeanor starts to fade away, so that we can really take this moment to be with ourselves, in ourselves, for ourselves. Relaxing the tongue, relaxing the gums and the teeth and the nose, relaxing all the muscles in the face that we use tens of thousands of times in a day. Just relaxing everything, almost to the point where maybe you feel like you're starting to sink into whatever piece of furniture. Thank you. What did you say? Thanks, baby. I'm doing my meditation now. I'm doing my meditation now. I'm doing my meditation right now. I'm in the middle of my meditation. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for booking the car. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Opening up the palms so that we can receive the blessing. This is just going to be the energy of tonight, you guys. I'm obviously not a trained meditationist, so just go with the flow. Let's just go with the flow. All right, bringing it back into our bodies, bringing that joy. If you're laughing, that is good. Joy is good. Laughter is good for the body. Bringing that serotonin, baby. And start to take into account your breaths. How deep are your breaths? Can you go even deeper? Can you sink even deeper into the floor, into the cushion, into your bed, into the sofa? Really feeling like your whole physical body right now is receiving a hug from the universe to say, let's just sit in this pocket of time and be completely present for ourselves. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Dropping the back of the tongue when we exhale to really open up the back of the throat so that our breaths just become deeper and juicier. In through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. It might feel funny, it'll definitely look funny, but it feels really good to just open the back, kind of like a reverse yawn. That's why yawns feel so good. I teach this too in my singing lessons. I'm also not a certified vocal coach, so just putting that out there. Now, with my chaotic energy tonight, I just want you all to ask yourselves the question of how are you doing today? In this moment, in your day, there are probably still a list of things you have to do today. Chores, errands, homework, assignments, normal human essential things to do. But for now, for these next few minutes, let's just sit with ourselves. Breathing in, breathing out. Almost like there is a bucket of honey being slowly poured from the top of your head, going down to the bottom of your toes, bottom of your feet. That slow, thick, heavy feeling of surrendering to the present. Sweet connection. How are you really doing today? And tonight, I just wanted us to find this pace of this meditation so that rather than sitting and kind of connecting with the things that make us sad or make us stressed, I wanted to create a space that we can feel newness and freshness and invigorate ourselves to want to choose joy. Not that we don't choose joy, but that in our days, there are many other pockets in our days, seconds and minutes where are full of just neutral feelings when we can choose utter joy. So that we can start to create that conversation with ourselves when we start to feel like we're fading into the darkness, if you know what I mean, that we can just do the snap and literally, vocally, out loud say, I'm going to raise my vibration, and we can do something about it. We can start to feel something new by force. Sometimes that's necessary. It's just a reminder, a jolt, a very strong scent, almost like shaking the senses back to alignment. Not everything has to be slow and drawn out. Sometimes our body, actually a lot of the times, our bodies will react in fight or flight response. So in moments where we feel like we're about to lose ourselves, which the feeling is all too mutual, I understand that completely. Let's just remind our bodies and our brains how they can work together and create a new, fresh option. So just imagining now, as your palms are open, your fingers are relaxed in a natural stance of receiving, I just want you guys to imagine both of your hands in the palm of your hands. You can just feel a white light. Maybe the light is small, maybe the light is flickering, maybe the light is an orb, but just start to understand and imagine holding two white lights in either palm of your hands. Making sure that your rhythm of breathing is constant and consistent and powerful. We're not half-assing our breaths tonight. We are giving ourselves full, juicy breaths in through the nose, out the mouth, dropping the tongue. And maybe these two orbs of light become bigger, medium size, like two grapefruits. Maybe you start to feel the warmth in the palm of your hand, almost like you're holding white fire in your hands. And just sit with this feeling and notice how your body responds, how your mind responds to seeing without our eyes, but also feeling in our body and our brain what this feeling feels like of holding this white light. Maybe that warmth starts to spread through your forearms, into your shoulders, into your back, into the back of your skull, into your legs, into your solar plexus, just maybe until it reaches every corner, every nook and cranny of your body. Powerful, radiant, white light, warm light. A light that represents change, a light that represents renewal and purity, a light that represents good essence, a light that represents the past, the future, and the present, a light that represents emotional knowledge, knowledge of self, a light that inspires you and comforts you, and also a light that shines the way, lights the way, by your feet, by your eyes, over your head, behind you, in front of you. So now this light is becoming a bubble for you. It's filling up your environment, your atmosphere, your lungs. This light is powerful, and you're holding it in both of the palms of your hand. In our daily routines, I always find that sometimes lately I've really let my ego respond to situations, and I'm left feeling cold and irritated and very insecure. I wonder if anyone else feels the same, or they're just maybe tired of responding too quickly in a negative or sour way, or waking up on the wrong side of bed, or not having the energy or desire to finish something that they've started. These are symptoms of burnout. It's completely normal, and I'm confident in saying that we can all empathize with each other right now with that feeling of burnout. But also notice how wonderful and uplifting and warm this feels, having our entire being surrounded and hugged by this warm white light. Remembering that this feeling is always there for you, should you need it. We don't have to force ourselves to go through the day empty-handed without tools, because we are so stocked with them. Tools to help us, tools to comfort us and inspire us. They're not easy to access all the time or easy to use. But maybe there's something in you that's making you resist using them. For me, right now, it's my ego. Saying, I don't need that. I don't need to meditate. I don't need that. But this feeling of contentment is so powerful and is so lovely. It's so comforting. And it helps our brain visualize a new path that we can take when we become triggered, or we feel that while we're walking on the spiritual journey, we might become a little unstable and slip and get tempted to shame ourselves for making one mistake, or shame ourselves for having a bad reaction, or shame ourselves for shaming ourselves. And the ego can keep us there. The ego can keep us in darkness because we might be comfortable there, or we might deserve to be there, or I'm fine the way I am. Well, it would be silly to have the option to heal yourself and not take it. The ego doesn't speak for you. In fact, maybe I should work on giving the ego less of a voice. I don't want my ego to drive my instinct, intuition, or natural reaction. You as a human, we all have a shared desire to be grounded and confident in ourselves. Not that we'll never make mistakes, but that when we do, they become part of this experience of learning and growing and evolving. There is no shame in making mistakes. There is no shame of having to repeat horrible, traumatic situations in our brain. Sometimes it takes repetition for us to break the mold and start something anew. There is no shame in addiction or overcoming it. There is no shame for feeling down and knowing there is a solution but being scared to take it. There's no shame. So I'll breathe in through the nose, count to 7. And exhale, counting back from 7. One more time, in, 7. Exhaling, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling to 7. All the way to the top, and exhaling, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. These moments of reconnection and calm aren't just quick spurts of aspirin so that you can give yourself another headache, if that makes sense. These moments are for you to sit with yourself and bring all versions of yourself that you're projecting back into this body where it is truly aligned. It's a wonderful collection of who you are and how you act, how you react, how you speak, how you dream, how you wish, how you desire. All of those parts of us that maybe feel so disconnected from each other and you that it's making us feel more burnt out. I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know what I want anymore. I have no desire. In this moment of holding this powerful, warm light, just call all those versions, all those parts of you back to the source right here. My ego, very small part of me, but I give it a microphone. My insecurity, my insecurities. Small lies that are almost like gnats ringing by my ear, but I choose to capture them and cherish them because they've comforted me for these past years. Bring it back to the source and maybe see how small they are in comparison to how wonderfully large and radiant your essence really is. I'll ask this question again. What do you need to let go of to make space for wonderful change and growth? Bringing back, calling back your child self who just wants to play and be heard and love and be loved. Maybe we need to let them drive more. Let them react more. The inner child that might be scared of some things, but hasn't learned yet to take everything personally. Maybe we call that part of ourselves back, that part of you that takes everything personally. Let the image of your source be so epically statuesque, like a mountain, that these parts that you're calling back of yourself are just decorations. They're trees, they're shrubs, they're flowers, but you, the source, the constant, the collector. Stand tall and stand proud in these parts of yourself as you hold these two powerful orbs of white light. Perhaps you're feeling so epic and wonderful and marvelous that the things you've realized that you've been stressing over and putting all of your energy into are so small and insignificant. There is no shame in acknowledging that. That's emotional power. To see that, acknowledge it, and just let it be part of your mountainside. Let it be part, not the whole. Slowly, slowly with the left hand, while we hold this masterful and magical orb of white light, and we hold and feel the weight of that in our left palm, we're going to place that over our third eye, very gently moving our left hand, placing that orb, slowly pushing that beautiful orb into our third eye, on the forehead. So now we feel that physical reconnection of our body, a reminder that we are in control of ourselves. And when you're ready, slowly, slowly bringing our right hand now, holding that other orb, the other powerful orb of white light, onto our heart and spreading that into our chest, hitting every nook and cranny yet again with that powerful white light. See if you can inhale and exhale as slowly as you can without your breath wavering. Nice, solid, uninterrupted breaths, as many as you need, just to sit in this position of reconnection with our physical bodies and our spirit into one. Beautiful, you guys. And remembering that the lies you tell yourself are lies. Think of them as gnats. They're gnats, bruh. They're small. If we can visualize these things for what they really are, then we become the epic beings that we're destined to be, that we have always been. Rather than seeing yourself as some troubled, burdensome human that is carrying everything on their shoulders, that's not your destiny. That's not your path. That's not where you should be. You have the power to hold the world in your hands with power and grace and confidence. You are deserving of that. And it's not far away. That's not a goal that's years away from being a part of you. That is already in you. That confidence, when you wake up, when you look in the mirror, that confidence of knowing who you are and everything that is included in that, that's in you. So with these two connections we're making to our body, on our third eye and on our heart, that little voice that's in your body that knows that that's the true you, confident, secure, loved, loving, beautiful, radiant, powerful, fucking powerful. Call that voice out so that we can lead with that in our heart and see that in everything that we do, everything that we experience. That is your true nature. Do not believe the lies of society. Society is a lie. It's a lie. Let's take one more big breath together through the mouth, out of the mouth. Sitting here for the last few seconds, If your arm's getting tired, feel free to bring them back to your thighs, resting, palms facing upwards, back to your sides if you're lying down. Just sitting with ourselves before we open our eyes, feeling that buzzing through our body, that electricity. Maybe you don't feel confident and secure as much as you'd like to. There's no shame in that either. There's no shame in feeling like you're behind. We have to stop putting ourselves on the guilt wheel. It's very hard to get off. We have to stop believing these lies of who we should be, what we should look like. That is fucking bullshit. And deep down, all of us know that. It is a scary journey of self-discovery and self-acceptance, but I promise you, every part of the way, every trial and every tribulation is a testament to your power and your strength that comes with it, and that makes you divinely marvelous and majestic. Keeping your eyes closed. Just gonna play the singing bowl and let this tone for you all be a reminder of inner peace. Have this bell tone inspire you and call you to ignite that passion again of allowing yourself to be authentically you, all versions of you. Whenever you're ready, just gently open your eyes, wiggling your toes and your fingers. And voila, we are back in the physical realm. Be beautiful. Great job, you guys. Wonderful. Thanks for sticking it out. Nice. Wonderful. Yeah, it's just, well done, everybody. Yeah, I needed this one too. It's so important too. Sometimes you really do have to, I just find like sometimes the whole, everything's gentle and soft, sometimes that doesn't actually, in my opinion, work for me. I need a good mixture of both. I need a good mixture of, I don't know, being soft with myself and gentle, but also being tough on myself and not tough, but tough on my ego to say, sit the fuck down. You know, Trinity, yes, being impeccable with your word today. Absolutely, 4 agreements. I've been doing this thing, you know, we just have to allow ourselves to use the tools that we know that we have, like meditation and putting good stuff into our brains and our bodies. And if we don't like something about our daily routine and it can be changed, then to change it. Like those things are worth doing if it's gonna do better for our mental health. It's just so important. But I will say too, like I was saying, I've been doing this thing lately where when I feel like I start to slip into that idea of like self-doubt and insecurity and like wanting to respond with like the hurt part of me, the rejected part of me. And the thing is, I'm not even rejected or hurt. I'm like projecting what I think is going on, and then I believe that. I just start to literally jolt up, roll my shoulders back, and go, I'm gonna raise my vibration. And then I do something like listen to a really funky song with my AirPods on really loudly and just vibe, read a book. I'll go on YouTube and watch some of my favorite YouTubers that I love. I'll go work out. I'll go make a really funky smoothie. Something. These are things that I know that people are like, I eat well and I drink good smoothies and I move your body. It's really good for you. But it's helpful. Go into the bathroom and get a really cold water and put on a towel and put on your face. Spray some rose water on you. It just feels good. Sometimes we have to do stuff like that to change the path, change the brain pathway, rather than just the second the sadness comes, I guess I have to sit with it. You don't. Sometimes you can't choose. It happens and it's hard to get out of it. Understandable. But there are many parts of the day that we just get caught in this, like, I'll be bold enough to say it, neutral and like sad state where we're like angry with the world because we're sad with ourselves, and we just don't deserve that. We really, really don't deserve that. So yes, Thomas, I will say, when you're finished with your shower, the last 2 minutes, promise you this is going to be wonderful. You leave and go, whoa. The last 2 minutes, make it really, really cold and make sure it gets your whole body for 2 minutes. When I say 2 minutes, I really do like 45 seconds, but it's very cold. I think it's really helpful. And everyone is different. I understand. Some people really sit down and work through everything and they do everything they can at once, and it's very difficult. It's a lot. Sometimes that works for different people. Some people like me, I need to continue sometimes to be in the same situation where I'm just like, I'm upset. I don't like this feeling. I feel icky. And then one day it'll click and I'll want to do something about it that changes everything, which is this whole, I want to raise my vibration. I don't want to be triggered by these things. Or let me see if I can make the trigger less on my body. So we have a lot more in our control than we think we do. And it has to do with just raising our vibration generally across the board. I feel like when we do that, we're less susceptible to the stupid stuff of the day that stresses us out and leaves us in a funk. So eating a popsicle helps you. Yeah, I wish I could have popsicles right now. Do I like popsicles? I don't even know if I like popsicles. Yeah, for me it was like putting the laundry away and watching New Girl. I mean, New Girl is it's so good. It's so stupid and silly. Yeah, I'm not saying we have to, I don't believe we can make the trigger go away. If you can, let me know. That's great. But I will say, if I can acknowledge that used to trigger me, maybe that's what we have to do. We have to when would that have triggered me before? And then go, that's not who I am anymore. Let me create a different pathway in my brain to react to that, to go, oh, we used to feel like this, but now we feel like this. Oh, that's not dumb at all. Raising your vibration, I just mean, sometimes we get into, I'm not going to define this well, but sometimes we get into those states, where it's just like day after day just feels like you're dragging your feet, and we generally, I'm okay, start to attract what we give off. So if I have which I did, oh my God, you guys, during this pandemic, it's been like on and off, and I was just so tired of it, where I would be so low and so down and crying and so angry at the world because I was so insecure. I'd be like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. No, they don't like me. They hate me. And I would be like that. So I would just come across, I would attract those types of experiences. My brain was stuck in that mindset. So I would only see that mindset, which means my whole atmosphere was literally covered in shit, because I was like, oh, everything's shit. So everything was shit. So what I mean by raising your vibration, I mean spiritually, it's just like this. Let me explain this. If I didn't water Jefferson and put him in an environment, this is Jefferson, thank you. If I didn't water him and put him in an environment where he was able to flourish, if the atmosphere was dark and nasty and crappy and I wasn't speaking to him like, you're so handsome, which I do every day, he wouldn't grow, just like a human wouldn't. If I put myself in a mental environment or atmosphere where I'm constantly beating myself up, constantly belittling myself, outwardly saying, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, horrible things, that's the only mindset I'm gonna know. If I raise my vibration to wake up and go, I am fucking spectacular, I am beautiful, I'm strong, I'm gonna have a good day today. I'm not saying be more positive, I'm saying choose powerful love over powerful fear. They're both very powerful. It also takes the same amount of energy to belittle yourself that it does to hype yourself up. So if that's the same, then like choose to hype yourself up. So surrounding yourself, go on your Instagram and unfollow people that don't make you feel like that. That's hard because you're gonna hurt people's feelings. Who gives a fuck? You're on this earth and you're in charge of it, so whatever. But, you know, exactly, our surroundings reflect on us. If I'm like, this is bullshit, it's gonna be bullshit. If I say, this is beautiful, look at all these little beautiful things I'm so grateful for, I'll start to live in a headspace of gratitude and acceptance and love and leave with my chest. Not to say that I won't have down days, but I'll be able to understand that, wow, life is full of ups and downs, that's beautiful. On my ups and on my downs, I really don't want to have to deal with the small ass distractions that I let come into my life and I magnify myself because I put myself in the mind space where I make that important. So I totally understand. It takes a lot of work because you have to go, first of all, acknowledging that this is not the life or the feelings that you want to have. Second of all, going, why am I upset about this? Third of all, is finding the real source. Because if I go, I'm so angry today, really, if I look down, I'm probably extremely insecure, and I'm just trying to use anger as a facade to hide my true insecurity, my lack of confidence and lack of self-esteem. That's just a normal thing. Look at the emotion wheel. It's very helpful. So if I wake up and do my best, that's the best you can do, is do your best to choose self-positivity, self-affirmation. I have on my front mirror before I leave, and when I enter the house, I have a Bobbi Brown lip pencil that I write like angel energy, bitch, or I write notes to myself and put it up there like, hey Eva, today you were triggered by this exactly, and then I'll write down what I was feeling and what I did to overcome it, and I'll say, you know, we were feeling really, really down, but you remembered that that's not you anymore. That's not you anymore. That's a comfort zone. And we're creating new pathways to get us out of that funk. It's almost like a snake shedding its skin, you know? I don't want to be in the same skin where I feel like I want to be transformative and change, but also like, I'm comfortable. Fear is never comfortable. Fear makes you uncomfortable. It tricks you into thinking that you're comfortable. That's a lie. That's another lie. No, Trinity, I have not. And I am like, that's crazy. Proud of you, Maddie Drops. Oops, and I said your name wrong. Also, my nails look horrible, but I will get them fixed tomorrow. They're fine. I just picked them off the other day. Yes, someone said keeping track of your triggers and things that negatively affect you is so important to see patterns and understand yourself better. Yes, because you can either have the choice, if you have the choice to not have them in your life, sometimes it means unfollowing someone. Unfollow them. For me, I've gone, this is horrible. I sometimes mute and unmute and block, restrict some pages because every time I see that person, their energy, it makes you go, it makes you feel really, really bad. But then I unrestricted both of them and said, do I just need to unfollow them? I don't care. I care about myself more than I care about this feeling of ickiness. So I unfollowed them. Who gives a shit? What's going on? I missed something. Oh yes, congrats. The acting class is incredible. That's a huge step. That's wonderful. I unfollowed so many models. I unfollowed some people that I've even worked with because I was like, every time I see this person, I send them love and I feel really icky. And I think it's probably my insecurity, but I don't need to have that in my life. I don't need to force myself to be in situations that make me uncomfortable. That's just what it is. Follow these do you guys watch on YouTube? Her name's Linda Sun. I love her. She is this just incredibly authentic human who just does these amazing YouTube, like it's like movies, like a documentary where she says like, I'm not afraid of food, even though I am. Like, she's wonderful. For people who, like me, who have struggled with eating disorders and still do sometimes with food, it's incredible. You see these people every day. I would say, whatever you can do in your brain to start to look at them in a different light, rather than look at them like it's a big problem, then they'll seem big to you. Then I feel like we cower and we get scared, and then we react in a way that we don't want to react. We want to react out of strength. I think that's always the goal. So I would say, if they're bullies, they're small. They have, small bitches have big effects, unfortunately. The sad thing is to keep repeating to yourself to not take their energy personally to you, because it has nothing to do with you. If anything, people bully people because they see something in you that they do not have. It's a shame, but they're just little bitches. But yeah, it's my sister, how she, yeah, that's hard. Who's Christine Music? That's hard to do, to sit someone down and be like, hey, even in relationships with family or with loved ones or partners or friends, to go, to vice versa, to go, hey, I really wasn't comfortable with the way that you did that. I don't like confrontation, but I really need to get this off my chest, because I don't know if you were being malicious or just being ignorant, but what you did in that situation really hurt my feelings. I would really appreciate you not to do that again. Like, I will not accept if you did that again. I've had to do that at work. Really uncomfortable. But you know what? It put a lot of weird doubt and scenarios that I was making in my mind because I was insecure out of my head, because I got clarity, and that was great. And if you don't get clarity, so what? You're not living your life on this earth as the divine human that you are to please everyone. If this is the source, bitch, you gotta water the source. The YouTuber, again, her name is Linda Sun. She's wonderful. Any advice for being the only single friend in your sea of friends? Having a hard time adjusting to less communication and adult friendship. That sucks. Yeah, I would say, if there's any way, I don't know if you feel comfortable being honest with them and saying, hey guys, like, I love y'all. I wish we could talk as much as we used to, because I'm really going through it. It'd be great if we could all get together sometime via Zoom or FaceTime and just chat. It'd be nice to just talk, because I really miss you guys. Because sometimes, I know I do this, I assume people know what I'm feeling, and then that's why I take things personally. But we can't do that. We can't make assumptions. Oh, 4 agreements. Can't make assumptions. Can't take things personally. Be impeccable with your word and always do your best. I need to get those tattooed somewhere, like on my ass cheeks or something. That'd be great. I totally get that, though. I sometimes feel like I don't fit in because people think I'm too much or too loud or too everything. But the more I can just be myself, the more I will then attract people who want to be around me. And sometimes that, I feel like life does come with points where it feels like socially dry. Like, not even now because of the pandemic, but sometimes you go through phases where the people in your circle, either you just lose a connection or people are going through it, so they have to focus on themselves. So if I assume that they don't want to see me because they don't like me, I'm going to focus on that. So I don't want to make assumptions, and I don't think you should either. It's just not good for you. Trinity, what'd you do? Trinity, something. I am very proud of you. That's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. I'm really proud of you, Trinity. It sucks because you think rib tattoos hurt? I fell asleep during mine. I fell asleep during my rib tattoo. You guys need to pick up the 4 agreements. I went to the Strand the other day in New York and got a copy on the racks for $2. I mean, these are agreements that you can just whisper to yourself in your day. I'll repeat them again. To be impeccable with your word. Never take anything personally. Don't make assumptions, and always do your best. Those are just great seeds of wisdom. And the thing is, I think we should, it is a book. It's a fucking incredible book. Written by Domingo Ruiz. And you guys also, if you have Audible or Spotify, or any podcast platform, him and his son have these incredible podcasts where they read over The Circle of Fire, The Fifth Agreement, the other 2 books that they did. So wonderful. Mine was $5. Sorry. Also, if you go to the Strand in New York, there's a red book. Somebody did this cool thing, and my sister and I found it when we were there, and we wrote in it, where if you see it, it says, "Open it, do you dare?" And it's like a notebook, and different people write in it and say, this is just for fun to connect with people. And then you can write your Instagram handle. We didn't do that, but we just said, love yourself, be kind. Aaron, lately, it's a book for everyone. I would say if I had a child and they read it and they were emotionally changed, I would not be shocked at all. I'd be shocked that they could read that quickly. And I'm just kidding. That's horrible. It's just a horrible joke. It is a great book. It's so well written in a way that it's kind of easy reading, but then while you're reading it, you go, this is kind of changing my life. That's why I love it so much. Strand, the OG one, below Union Square. Wonderful. Do I find writing my own music helps you to channel negative energy or positive energy more? It's weird. I don't really think about negative and positive energy. I think of just it. I feel like it's more complex than that. But I haven't been writing as much because I've had other things that I've been doing. But I love writing music when I have the time to. It's lovely. Yes, you should get it for both of you. It is wonderful. It's such a. I wish I could have read that when I was younger, because it is just such a book, a small book with such power. Oh my God, it really is incredible. Sorry, my agent is texting me because why am I in trouble? Great. Yeah, okay, so I've spoken too much. You guys, thank you so much for joining today. I, again, of course, will save this. Oh, wait a second, the cards. The cards, just like Prince and the Frog. Great, so didn't Skye say she wanted me to do hers, right? That's horrible. Can I guys tell you my wisdom tooth story? I would show it to you, but it's really gross. So I hadn't been to the dentist in a long ass time, and Reeve went with me because I was feeling these pains. I was getting like, this side, this side's stupid. I was feeling these pains. I was getting migraines. I'll do your Skye. And I couldn't sleep. I was waking up at like 6 a.m. In fact, I was waking up at exactly like 6:13 every morning. And I was like, did something happen to me at this time? Anyway. And I went to this dentist that my friend recommended, who's Filipino, of course. And he's like, ay, nako, your tooth fully grew in. And I was like, oh no, do I need to go see an oral surgeon? He goes, no, I can take it out now. So Reeve literally took a picture because he put a little bit of anesthetic in my gum and just freaking went 1, 2, oh, and just yanked it out. It was great. Okay, Skye, ready? Tell me when. Tell me when. Stop. Okay, this is a question for Skye. I mean, all of you will hear this, so you could technically ask this yourself. You'll probably naturally respond. But what matters to you most in life? Didn't think you get a question tonight, did you? What matters to you most in life? Interesting. Interesting. I mean, we can all think about that. I'm thinking about it too. I'm just like, oh, matters to me most in life. It's crazy. But I'll make sure I put that in the description too. But you guys, thank you so much for joining. This is so embarrassing for me. It's so funny. These cards, these are Amaya's Realm. I love this. Yeah, guys, stop flirting. It's giving me FOMO. Amaya's Realm makes these cards. I'll also tag their product again in the description. But thank you all so much for joining this meditation tonight. I hope that in the days to come, maybe even in the next 5 minutes, we can start to remember that feeling of holding a light that's so radiant that makes us want to choose love over fear. I love you all. And I will see you not next Tuesday, because I will be with my baby somewhere celebrating my birthday week. So, and no, it's not a holiday, it's for work, but we're not the people that go to Florida and Miami and spit on people and have drinks at bars, but we're not like that. But thank you all. I love you guys so much, and I will see you very, very soon. Mwah. Bye.